Hi, and welcome to the Pearson's R correlation, how to run it in SPSS and write up results in APA style. So today we're going to show you how to conduct a Pearson's R, how to create a scatter plot, how to modify that scatter plot so it's in in APA format, and then how to write up those results and refer to your figure using APA style conventions. So here's our example data set. I've already have this in SPSS. Now for a Pearson's R correlation, we're going to be looking at the relationship between age and average number of sodas drank per day, so just the first and the third columns. So if you don't already have this in SPSS, you will want to pause this lecture video and create your SPSS data file. If you just want to double check, this is what your SPSS data file should look like. Remember, each SPSS data file has two different views that you can toggle back and forth between. The data view has the numbers, and then the variable view has the names of the variables. Don't forget that your scale of measurement should be set, so our age and average are both scale, which is why we will be doing a Pearson's R correlation today. Okay, so to conduct a Pearson's R correlation in SPSS, you're going to go to Analyze, Correlate, and Bivariate. And then you're going to move your two variables of interest into the variables box. So as shown on the screen, age and average. So that's why these here. Now, once you click OK, we are going to get our output in a new window in SPSS. And so we will see our correlation coefficient is negative 0.695. Our sig value or p-value is 0.026. Since that's below 0.05, it is significant. So there is a relationship between age and average number of sodas consumed. And it's a negative correlation, meaning as you get older, you drink less caffeine or less sodas. So the statistical notation is how you write up those numbers in text within a complete sentence. There's two different versions you can do. Both are commonly accepted by APA. One is where you report the actual sample size. The other one is the degrees of freedom, which is just your sample size minus 2. So you can do either way as shown here. Now we need to create a scatter plot. So in SPSS, you go to Graphs and click Scatter Plot. Now there's no independent versus dependent variable, so it doesn't really matter which one you put on the X or the Y axes. I'm just putting age on the Y axis because it makes more sense to me. And when you do that, it will produce a scatter plot that looks like the one on your right. And you'll notice that there are grid lines and the axis title average is bold. So those are not APA, so you have to double click on that to open up the chart editor and make them in APA format. This is what your graph should look like once it's in APA format, and then you just copy and paste it into a Word document and you write the figure number, title, and note in yourself. So you'll notice figure number is bolded, title is double spaced underneath it in title case that's not bolded but is italicized, and then the word note is italicized and you write something in the note. Now for the write-up, you need to use complete sentences. So we like to say what statistical tests we conducted and our statistical notation. And then I also showed you how to properly format a call out to figure 1. So this says, a Pearson's R correlation revealed a significant relationship between age and average number of sodas consumed per day. The R degrees of freedom is 8, negative 0.695, p-value of 0.026, two-tailed. As shown in figure 1, younger people were more likely to consume more soda. All right, and then you have the option to watch me do it live in SPSS if you would like. Thank you for watching.